Hello and welcome to FAMHEALTH by Dmammas. So this is us. You're welcome to our live stream. So this is the first time we're doing a live stream. Yes, this is the first time. So we want to do it on time and we don't want to waste your time. So you're welcome and you're welcome again. Firstly, we want to talk about bad characters. I know that when I posted it, some people were like, bad character. If someone has a bad character, is it every bad character you walk away from? Or there are some bad characters that you can actually stay? Maybe there are some bad characters, but
Sure.
maybe there are some character deficits that someone would have, but you can actually stay even though those characters are not good. So we want to outline some of those things, the characters that you'd probably want to stay. But if you don't want to stay, you can just leave. That's just it. You do not have to stay. But there are some characters or bad characters that you can actually manage. There are some bad characters that you can actually stay. So, tell me, what are the bad characters that you can take as a person?
All right.
Jessica, Victor did not rub powder.
We have Messi here. All right. There are actually so many bad characters, but as she has mentioned, the ones you can cope with and the ones you cannot run away from, like maybe disrespect. It varies though.
Okay, you mean that if somebody disrespects you, you can stay?
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe it hasn't gotten to the point of violence or the likes. Disrespect, not regarding you much.
Okay.
They are not things you should run away from. Like personally, disrespect, like minor disrespect. Let me put it
All
in
right.
that way.
Because for me, there are plenty bad characters. But I'll just highlight like maybe 4 or 5 because we are going to streamline it to just a little because we don't have lights. This light you are seeing behind us is fake and our phones are down. So, but because we have promised to be here, that's why we are here. So for me there is lies. Some people, it's in their character to lie. They can lie. They are just lie is not
It's part of their DNA.
it's part of that. They don't need to think about it. They just lie so smoothly. Some dishonesty. Some for some after dishonesty, for some it could be manipulation. Some people are very manipulative. And for me, he said disrespect for him. See what she said? She said, if you can stay if someone disrespects you. I've heard someone say that his girlfriend said his mother and his father are very stupid. Oh, Jesus. That is disrespectful. So can you stay?
Yes, I can.
He can stay. I cannot stay. For me, I cannot stay. I cannot. Because it's a deal breaker for me. But for him, it's not a deal breaker. But for me, disrespect is a deal breaker. Like, if you don't respect my parents, you don't respect my family, you don't respect my siblings, go. And then I said another thing for me is manipulation. Some people are manipulative. They can manipulate you to the point that you start to doubt yourself. Like okay, I think there's a difference, right, between deception and manipulation.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. Please, can you help? Welcome. There's a difference between deception and manipulation. So which one should I say now? I think both.
It's manipulation.
I think both is a deal breaker for me. If you are deceptive And if you're manipulative, it's a deal breaker for me. So, what about you? Another bad character that you know, laziness.
Yeah. I can cope with it. You know, we are talking about the ones you can manage and
Okay.
the ones you cannot manage.
Okay.
Once it comes to maybe dishonesty, maybe infidelity, that one, it's a no-go area. I cannot cope with that one. But maybe lie, it is something you can work on.
Okay. So Jessica is saying that if someone disrespects your parents, how will they respect you? Victor, be like saying they whine us.
I'm not whining. And let's know that we are talking about in marriage now, not in relationship, like in marriage.
Let's just say both.
Okay.
But because it
In
will
this,
actually
like the
start from relationship before it will enter into the marriage.
yeah.
So let's just say book. Let's say she started disrespecting you since you guys got together. Disrespect your parents, disrespect your siblings.
It
How
will
would
not get
you?
to the point of marriage now. She will go. And that's why dating or courtship is very important before marriage. So all those things I will have checked. Are you good? But now, like in my own context, is in marriage that we are married, and I begin to see these things. Maybe we courted for 3, 5 years, and I didn't see these things, but they are happening. So there should be something. Why? So I will sit down. Why is this thing happening? Am I doing something that warrants this? And the
Hello,
like. So
Mayor. Hello, Joseph. I don't know which one I should call first, but hello, Joseph.
So
Hello,
they are the
Sharon.
ones I'm talking about that I can manage. But once it comes to infidelity, or you are trying to kill me, or
Like one
you
just
just have to
happened. One just happened, even though it's still, we could still say allegedly, because we don't know the full story yet. Nobody is actually giving us the full real story yet. Like the lady, they got into a fight, and then according to the story, she sets her husband on fire.
And I actually know this guy. Like we served together here in Jos. I was his boss. I was one of the escorts in medical and health CDS group. So it's painful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move. Another thing is common signs of bad character that you see. You would see disrespect, you would see selfishness, you will see lack of accountability.
Yeah.
There will be dishonesty. There will be display of no, let me put it like this. There will be constant display of emotional immaturity. There will be constant display. You know, there's a difference between when someone is just showing a little bit of immaturity and when somebody is constantly displaying emotional immaturity. Like things that one should just let go, things that you're supposed to just look past and just forget. But that person would take it as if you're after their life.
Yeah.
So, like in that situation, when you notice these constant signs of bad character, I think you should be careful and take a step out. But I know that a lot of people, they say love is blind, but I don't believe that one.
Marriage will open your eyes.
I don't I don't agree to that. Personally, I don't agree to that. So please tell me what is like a bad character in your dictionary. You know, what is a bad character? Girls are good in that. Really? Are we really good in that? Well, but what if it's a constant display? You know, there's a difference with when you're just like when you just do it once in a while. But I get what you're saying, Sha. Some girls, not all girls. Not all
Let's
girls.
talk about selfishness.
Okay,
Yeah.
selfishness. Is that something you can actually stay or you would walk away? Let us know. Would you stay if someone is selfish or
Jessica,
you would you stay if somebody is selfish or do you walk away? Because for me, I cannot be with a selfish person. Can you?
well, it depends.
Okay.
Because human being naturally, we are selfish people.
Okay.
Like basically, we are just selfish. We want something that will benefit us.
Okay.
For instance, you want sex, I don't want sex. It's selfishness.
Oh, really?
Sure, it is.
Okay.
Then, if you are willing to satisfy me, or I am willing to satisfy you, that's sacrifice. And it's part
Okay.
of love. So, will you
Okay.
say you cannot stay? It's selfishness. But once you come to like maybe I will use the gas, you go and use charcoal
Okay.
almost all the time.
Okay,
Or,
so Joseph is saying that it depends on the part of his or her selfishness.
yeah, that's true. That's just it.
Well,
Because human beings are selfish.
okay. This one that you are ailing. Wait, Joseph, why are you ailing this guy?
Like we are just selfish.
Well, that is true. That is true. For people who are born again, we just need the Spirit of God to help us. The Holy Spirit
Yeah.
helps us to tame those sides of us. But naturally, everybody wants what is good for themselves.
Yeah, true.
And then another part is lack of accountability. And I feel like that people that do that a lot is guys. Yes or yes? Joseph,
maybe.
be truthful.
Maybe.
I feel like people that
Yeah,
do
to
that,
some extent.
people that do that are mostly
Let's say
guys.
60%. Yeah.
But I feel like lack of accountability is something I can still deal with if the person is willing to change. So there's a difference between somebody that is willing to change and somebody that is not willing to even move. Some people, they'll be like, that's how God created me. No,
That's how I am.
that's how I am. You must be willing to change. Like you must be willing to adjust. There are things that we do not actually match, but at least we would adjust, we'll talk about it and be like, oh, okay, when it comes to money, I need you to be open to me. I don't know. I feel like if you can.
One of the reasons why men or guys are not accountable or sincere when it comes to money issue, there is this mentality with women, maybe not all, but most. For instance, if they're expecting 20,000 naira, the woman will be bringing budgets of maybe 50,000, and it's not as if you are not in the picture.
Just call my name. Just call my name. Call my name. Call my name.
So it's one of the reasons why men are not accountable once it comes to money.
This guy is attacking me.
I'm not.
Just call my name.
I'm not attacking you. So you were saying something.
All right. Okay, let's just move. Like I said, we don't have lights. This light you are seeing is fake lights. So let's just move. And if you have any contribution, please drop it.
Sure.
We're willing to,
To learn,
views are much.
relearn, and unlearn.
We know that views are much, but well, it is what it is.
Bro Joseph, God bless you for me.
I'm just a girl. Okay, let's move because this one is about to die. So, how bad characters affect relationship? One, because of those, there will be you'll be at constant loggerhead.
Yeah.
There will be constant conflicts. And I don't see anything interesting in me being in a relationship with somebody and I'm fighting every day of the week, right?
I don't have the strength. Like, I don't have the strength.
He said he's not have the strength.
There are times that this girl will offend me, and I'll go let me go and pray, let me go and talk to God. And the first thing the Lord will bring is go and apologize to her, and I'll be like, can't we just put that one
Because
at the
I'm
side
my father's baby.
So there will not be peace. There will not be peace at all in that family.
There won't be growth.
There won't be growth.
They won't move on.
Yeah.
I mean, you're dating or you're in a relationship. What you should be working towards is your future, right?
Sure.
As much as, like, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're trying to build a future with such a person. So what you should work towards is how there'll be growth, development, how you guys will work together and achieve something great. But because of those bad selfishness, dishonesty, lack of accountability, emotional immaturity, all these things will jam together and there will be the blockage, there will be the barricade of, there will be exactly. Yeah. All right, let's move quickly to how we can manage this.
I will start with for those that
He say he's looking for peace of mind.
yes, so for those that are in God, we cannot overemphasize on trusting totally on the help of the Holy Spirit. Like he's always there, and he can help us fix all these things. And I was reading a book recently, and I was meant to understand that these trials and temptations that come our way, they are not to move us out from the will of God, but to draw us closer to Him and to build character, like to build character. And the book even says that God has brought us to this world to build character, like basically. And I was so surprised. So if that is the case, He's the one that can help us. Just talk to Him about anything, and then be willing to change if you are at fault.
Yeah. I think that's where I will start from. Self-awareness.
Yeah.
You must be aware that what you are doing is wrong.
Yeah.
See, I think the first step to change is actually knowing that there should be a change. Is actually admitting that, oh, this thing should change in my life. See, nobody is perfect.
Not at all.
We all have our default.
Sure.
We have our faults, I mean. We have places where there are lapses in our lives. But if we come to a point where we are ready to work on those lapses, we're ready to change, then we are going to see improvements. Thank you so much. Thank you. We are going to see improvements. And the first thing is self-awareness. We have to be aware of that thing that is wrong in us. Secondly, we need communication. I don't think any pastor, any reverend, any imam can shout it or scream it as important as it should be. You must communicate.
Talk about it.
I think like the first time when we started dating, we were not really communicating.
Yeah.
There were things that would happen and I would just, I'll lock up. You know how girls are now. I'll just lock up. I'll be like, but then eventually when we would realize that our unspoken words are actually louder than our spoken words.
Sure,
that was when we
sure,
started talking.
sure.
So when some things, say those things that make you uncomfortable. In a relationship, say those things that makes you uncomfortable. Don't try to run away from those things that make you uncomfortable. Don't try to be like, okay, I can, okay. For example, I think I posted it on my Facebook last week when I told people that before we actually got married, I told him that I am on the bigger side. Like, I am big. My family members are big. And he's kind of not big.
I'm like Jesus.
What do you mean?
I'm like Jesus.
He's not so big, but we've talked about it. So even when changes are coming to me and I start complaining, I'm like, oh my God, I don't like how my body is. I don't like what is happening. I don't like this. He's there to tell me, but we talked about this. I told you I'm fine with this. I told you I'm okay with this. But if you don't communicate beforehand, how will you know?
Very true.
Another thing, somebody got pregnant and then she was scared to tell her husband because they never talked about the number of children they wanted. They never talked about when they wanted the children. They never communicated. She was scared. She was telling her friend that, should I tell him? Will he accept it? Will he be okay with it? I don't think that should be a question that will come up after marriage.
No.
It should be a question you talk about even before marriage.
Okay, another thing is be determined. Like, the effort we put into being successful, making money, if we can put that effort into making our marriage work, it will. There's this determination I have that my marriage must work, and she also does. So, like, just be determined that no matter what, we are going to fix it. There's no door to run out. Like, we'll fix it. So that will help also.
And thank you, Joseph, for your word. And thank you, Mr. Micah. Communication is very important, true. The last one that we'll talk about managing bad characters is set boundaries. If you don't set boundaries, let him know. There are people that grew up in a place where curse word is a normal thing. They can just come and be like, are you mad?
Yeah.
Are you this? Are you that? They are just like that. They are not trying to hurt anybody. That's how they grew up. I stayed with guys that their normal greeting is, Shay, day all right. Sorry if you don't understand broken. Like, are you all right? Like, are you okay? That is their normal way of greeting. But I would personally tell them, I'm sorry, don't ask me, don't tell me I'm mad. Don't
Not
tell
in my
me.
house.
Like, set boundaries.
Yeah.
Let this person you are dating know that when it comes to this, you don't talk to me this way. If that person cannot change that because of you, I don't think that person is the right person.
Sure.
Like, set boundaries. As a guy, set boundary. As a lady, set boundary. Don't just allow things go. Don't just allow people behave the way they want. Don't just allow people treat you anyhow because you're in love. You are in love. He's screaming at you already. You're in love. He talks to you anyhow. I used to be very loud. I'm still very loud because I grew up in a place where we're kind of loud. Like, if you want to be heard, you have to be assertive. So that's how I grew up. But he is much calmer. And many times he will tell me, please don't talk to me this way. Or he will just keep quiet. And after a while, he will be like, I don't like the way you talked the other time. And we'll resolve it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what relationship is all about.
Sure.
If you cannot talk, resolve matters, set boundaries, adjust where you need to adjust, grow where you need to grow.
Yeah, to add, when it comes to maybe higher things of disrespect and other things, have people you are accountable to. Like, she knows my discipler, I know a discipler, and we have someone that we are accountable to, the two of us. In fact, I used to tell the girls that the Lord bring to me to disciple that if any guy doesn't disciple someone he is accountable to, it's a no-go area.
And that person,
Because
that person does not necessarily have to be your pastor.
Oh, not at all.
It could even be your dad.
Yeah, sure.
You can be at account. Just have an adult that
Yeah.
when you are moving, that adult can say, "Hey, come here, come
back
and have
here.
a seat. Let's
Yeah,
talk."
yeah.
And you know that you listen to such a person.
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
now the last but not the least, when do you leave? The ones we've been saying since, there are things you can adjust. There are things you can still stay and be like, no, you don't do like this. But there will be a time that you should leave. And in case you're yet to subscribe to our channel, subscribe.
Please.
So when should you leave?
If the
Abuse.
person is trying to, abuse, please leave. It is better to live and fulfill purpose than to die. Of course, the scripture says that God hates divorce. That's true, but He doesn't want the death of anyone. Try and know that.
Leave, oh.
Yeah.
Leave, oh. See, when it comes to abuse, verbal abuse can make you lose your self-worth.
Yeah.
See, if you have ever been under verbal abuse, you will know just how terrible. Thank you so much for subscribing. You know just how
Thank you.
terrible verbal abuse is. It can bring you down. Like, you can be like this, and then all of a sudden you are like this,
Sure.
just because of abuse. So please, if you need to leave, I beg, leave. When somebody is physically abusing you, when somebody is physically, leave.